Just let you know that I'm recording this for quality purposes. Oh, great. Well, I bought an iPhone, and one of the reasons is because I went into your shop and I noticed you had a big poster which said iPhone 4 changes everything again. And whilst the iPhone works perfectly well and it's a very nice piece of equipment, it certainly hasn't changed everything. It's hardly changed anything significant in my life. And one of the things that I do, which is a bit left field, and I'm quite happy to explain to you a little bit more about it, is I take a stand against corporate misinformation. And of course, you're not the only company that does this, but in fact, most companies do it. But you're one of the many companies that I'm contacting to ask for my money back for my iPhone because it has not changed everything. And I don't believe that that is a fair and decent and honest slogan. Do you believe it's that the iPhone can change everything?
Well, market.
Sorry, say that again?
It doesn't, it's not referring to absolutely everything, in the entire world. It's just referring to the mobile market.
Right.
I mean, what we did was, we redesigned the mobile phone. That's what it's actually referring to. It doesn't mean absolutely everything.
Well, firstly, it says changes everything. It doesn't say changes the mobile market. It says changes everything. That's what the words are. That's it.
Absolutely. It's a follow-on from when we originally created the original iPhone.
Yeah.
It's just a follow-on from the original slogan we were using there. And that's where it comes from, changing everything again. That's actually what it is referring to.
Well, even if it was referring to that, the iPhone does not change everything. It doesn't even change everything in the mobile phone market. Let's be honest. A mobile phone does all sorts of things. There's lots of mobile phones on the market that do almost anything that the iPhone does. So even if it was just talking about the mobile phone market, it's still misleading and dishonest. As far as I'm concerned, I think I have reason to get my money back for my iPhone because I've had it and it has not changed everything. It certainly has not changed everything in my life. In fact, it hasn't changed anything in my life. And in terms of my use of mobile phone, it's just made it a little bit more slick. It hasn't changed it changed almost nothing. The mobile phone I had before could do almost everything. In fact, some of the things that it used to do, my old mobile phone does, the iPhone can't do. So surely, do you actually honestly believe that the iPhone 4 changes everything again, even in the mobile phone market?
In regards to what it can actually do, yes. There is an awful lot of things that have been added into there that have never been done on a mobile before.
Like
every single thing regarding the iPhone just there, it does them uniquely.
Well, it may do things uniquely, but let's be honest, that there are phones on the market that have been around that you can use for email. There are phones you can use that have got cameras, video cameras. There are phones that can do almost anything that the iPhone can do. That's number one. Number two, hold on.
Just the way that it does it and the methods that it actually uses.
Yeah.
It is completely unique in that fashion.
Yeah, but it may well be unique.
That all use the same operating system. No other phone uses this operating system. It was designed specifically for the iPhone. The iPhone alone uses it.
Okay. Now, look, I understand that you're going to defend your company's position, yes? But, for example, I'll give you just an example just to help you out a little bit here. You don't work for Tesco, so you're less likely to want to defend some of their misleading slogans. So I'll just give you as an example, very briefly. I don't know if you're familiar with the second most popular slogan in Tesco, but the slogan, just to refresh your memory, says, helping you spend less every day. Okay? Now, do you think that Tesco actually really try and help people spend less money?
Well, in regards to whatever other companies may say, I'm actually not going to get into anything regarding.
Well, I
would not agree with those.
Well, the reason why I'm giving you another company is because I understand that you're going to defend the company you work for, but the words in your slogan are changes everything again, everything. Now, it doesn't change everything again. Clearly it doesn't. And it doesn't change, the iPhone 4 as compared to the iPhone 3 does not change everything again, does it?
I understand where you're coming from just there. And if it hasn't impacted you that much, then, I am serious. There are plenty of people out there, that have actually gotten the iPhone 4 and they would never go back to anything else since it. And for them it has.
Well, we don't know for them.
For every individual, of course, the experience will be different.
I'm not suggesting.
You haven't had this level of experience with it.
I,
In regards to getting any sort of a refund regarding it, that would always be directly now at the point of purchase. That would be with the store. So, I mean, in regards to me bringing up anything like this, absolutely it would be myself. But in regards to getting any kind of refund, that will be with the actual specific store you got it from.
Yeah, but the store I got it from, when I spoke to them, said, well, it's not our problem what the marketing policy of that. You have to speak to Apple for. So, once again, as I find with so many large corporations, nobody takes any responsibility for any of the dubious practices of large corporations.
Well, I say, in regards to me bringing up anything regarding our marketing or sales or anything like that, any complaints like that would definitely go via myself.
Right.
I can take down all of those. I will make sure they do go to the correct department. That is not any problem.
Right.
But with regards to a refund, that can only ever be done via the point of purchase. No matter what product, anywhere.
Right.
It's always the direct point of purchase. So, in regards to the rest, absolutely. If they refer to us, that is correct. And I will take all of this down.
Right. Okay, I got it. Just to go back, just very briefly, I'm not. I like the phone. Don't get me wrong. I like the phone. I think it's a wonderful piece of kit. I'm not suggesting that it's not. What I am suggesting and what I am commenting and protesting about is the abuse of marketing campaigns. Where, for example, I went into a store, a Carphone Warehouse store, and I said, I made this complaint, and they said, well, it's a slogan, and I said, yeah. Does that not mean it has to be accurate? Does it not have to be truthful? And clearly, changing everything again is not even close to being truthful or accurate. No matter whether it's a good product or not, no matter whether it's a unique, a unique piece of software or not, it does not change everything again, does it?
I do understand. Where you are coming from there, and I can certainly pass that up the line.
Right. Yeah. So, who will I be hearing from?
Well, this would go fairly high up the line just there. I sincerely doubt anybody would contact you directly regarding this.
Nobody would contact me directly.
No, any complaints that you've got, would go via myself.
Right. Okay.
Okay, and
what's your
any feedback or anything like that? You could contact me regarding this.
Right, and what's your position in the company?
I'm a senior advisor.
Senior advisor. Right. Okay. And what about, are there any other places I can go to complain about misleading slogans?
There's myself and our customer relations department, and we're both pretty much the same thing would happen. We will take down any comments that you've got to make and send them up the line.
Right.
They will go to the same place.
So there's no one's going to get back to me.
I can let you know, that it has actually been lodged, etc. However, the people that this would go to, they're not customer facing. They don't deal directly with customers.
Right. They can't. They're not. They're human beings. Surely they can speak to customers, can't they?
It would be possible for them to, but it's not something that they would do.
Right. What's quite interesting about this? Sorry. My name's Danny. What's your name again? Rory. What's quite interesting about this is that. I've been doing this with different companies and different slogans, and what's interesting about this is that, so for example, I've been working with Diesel, who've had the most disgraceful pornographic marketing campaign, and I can never, I can never find the person responsible for it. So in other words, somebody made a decision that you were going to market the Apple iPhone using what I describe as an extremely misleading and untruthful slogan. But nobody is responsible for it. Like who is the person who's responsible? And surely these people need to stand by their decisions and take responsibility. If they have been misleading millions of people, they should have to pay a penalty for this. But
once I pass it up the line, it would go to their superiors. It wouldn't be my place to actually tell them off for it. I would send this to the relevant departments.
Yeah.
Okay? Everybody answers to somebody, and they would by their superiors.
Right.
But these things will be passed up the line. They will get to the correct departments.
Right.
In regards to an individual who's responsible for it, I wouldn't even know who it would be.
Right. Okay. Well, that's great. I understand you wouldn't. Just before we finish, can you at least agree with me that it's not true? It's not even close to truthful to say that the iPhone 4 changes everything again.
I'll say, I mean, from what I can gather there, I mean, it's a matter of perspective and what was actually meant by it. You know, I mean, it is open to interpretation, as I say. I mean, what it is referring to is this specific market.
Yeah, it may well be open interpretation. Every single word in the English dictionary is open to interpretation, right? But even if you say it's in this market, even if you say that, which I, you know, which I question, can you honestly say, hand on your heart, 100%, that you believe that the iPhone 4 changes everything again?
Absolutely. In regards to the iPhone 4, I must say...
Why? Because Rory, let me just ask you something. Are you aware that large corporations use psychologists in their marketing campaigns to work out how to manipulate public's minds?
I'm sure they do. Generally speaking, I don't pay any attention because I don't actually look at advertisements. I pay absolutely zero attention to them.
Well,
you know, I wouldn't actually pay much attention to that at all.
Well, okay, that's fair enough.
I mean, if I'm going to buy something just there, I mean, I'll do my research. I won't look at a piece of paper.
That's great. That's fair enough.
So,
then how would you know?
As far as that one goes, you know, it wouldn't have any impact on me whatsoever.
Okay, great. That's fine.
I'm sure they do, of course. I mean, this is what marketing companies are there for.
Yeah, that's right. So how could you say that it wasn't designed to mislead people? How do you know? You don't even know the person that created this slogan.
No, but I mean, I do know what it actually stands for, why that came about. I mean, because the slogans that were being used from the original iPhone all the way through, they've been following this same line, and this is what it is referring to.
Right.
That's where I'm coming from here.
Okay. Thank you very much, Rory, for your time. I really appreciate it.
No problem at all.
Okay, take care. Bye.